Good morning. Today is the 7th of February 2023. um, I needed distraction from my condition yesterday, which I was having a bit of a rough day. And I was scrolling on my phone. This is my phone. I was scrolling on my phone, and out of the blue, there was a pleading of guilty for a terrible crime that happened maybe a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years ago. Aiden Fucci finally had a come to Jesus moment and accepted blame, responsibility for his outrageous and sickening murder, of his friend, a 13-year-old girl. Apparently, they were friends. What really stuck out in this, and the guy is despicable. The guy is just, that he planned this. He was talking to his friends about how cool it would be, how fun, I don't know, it would be to kill someone. And he apparently told his friends he would do it with a stabbing. Then, apparently that happened a month before, and they have the video footage, not of the confession, but of what happened a month later, where he's strolling. It was just a casual, two friends going out to do whatever, strolling past the video camera, or no, well, the camera, the outdoor, someone had a ring video or something like that. And then 2 hours later, he's running back. They say walking, unless they're speeding it up. I saw it as running. 2 hours later, they found her, and I'm sorry. I guess I should say, if you guys have if it's triggering this subject matter, I do apologize and maybe you want to tune out at this point, because I might get into a little bit of graphics, because it's necessary for me to get this all out so I don't bottle it up, because this guy really, really irritates me. They found her with 114 stab wounds, of which over, I think, 40 were defensive. Oh, this poor little girl. She was fighting for her life, and this maniac, this psycho, was just fulfilling his, what? His destiny? His passion? I really don't get the logic. And yes, this is a 14-year-old that I'm talking about when he did the crime. Now he's 16. I personally think he's absolutely accountable regardless of the age. I mean, there is a line. Yes, you do make mistakes, and mistakes are more understood by adults for children who are just coming into their own. But stabbing, killing a fellow human being for the thrill of it, that's a step beyond trying to understand. I don't want to understand why he did it. I really, because I can never, I don't get a thrill kill, I guess, but I can't get into the psychology of what that would mean, yet alone at 14. Geez, at 14, I was just discovering that my body was changing in all kinds of weird and interesting ways. You know what I mean? I didn't go there where he went. That said, apparently they got him after this footage. They got him pretty quick. Hats off to this happened in Florida, by the way. Hats off to the authorities. They captured him, and now, so they detained him, I guess would be the proper word, not captured. They detain him, and what he's doing, being a kid, kind of bragging about it, Ooh, check it out. The police are like so dumb, and they're picking on me and all this kind of stuff. And putting it out, I think, on the net, or maybe just to friends, and they just shared. But whatever. He certainly wasn't shy about it. And then he decided to go Nicholas Cruz, who's another. Don't get me started on Nicholas Cruz. I mean, if you know Nicholas Cruz, pretending. I mean, for everything you want to say about that psycho, he certainly did not know how to act crazy. He was crazy, as far as I'm concerned, but crazy crazy yet accountable would be the term. Anyone who goes around wanting to be a mass murderer of children is crazy to me. But that's just me. That's my opinion. I don't think he deserves any special treatment. I don't think that you can correct him. I think that, like Aiden, he wanted to do what he wanted to do. So with Aiden Fucci and Nicholas Cruz, they're certainly cut, from my perspective, from the same cloth. They both had a plan. They both executed the plan. They both pretended to be crazy, including this freak Fucci pretending that he's hearing voices. Oh my God, what happened? I don't know. Like the voice, Nicholas Cruz with the voices told me to do it, but do you believe in heaven and hell? I don't know. Like they're just voices. I got a devil, and if you ever watch an interrogation, sorry for the aside, but if you ever watch an interesting interrogation, watch the Nicholas Cruz interrogation where he's trying to be crazy, and the detective is having none of it. It's like, yeah, okay, we get it. You think you're crazy, but you actually are just pretending to be crazy. I see the same pattern with Aiden Fucci. He was trying to be crazy when he's on the phone call. Oh, the voices, where are these voices coming from? Oh, the devil, I wish you would shut up. I wish you would shut up. Obviously, the story animated me and it gave me content for today. I had a different agenda for the day. But this went, like when I get into some of the psychology of these people, I don't know. I'm just both at one time fascinated with how they can think so differently than me, and two, that they're so stupid that they're caught. And I'm sorry, I'm not name calling a little kid. And to me, he's still a kid. He is only 16. That said, he's a 16-year-old who should have known right from wrong. And more so than that, his mother should have known right from wrong. His mother is a special element of the story for me. They have, and these idiots, I mean, I presume that everything I do is videotaped. That doesn't save me from acting my best, if you know what I mean, because I presume, I still do my life, but I presume when I'm on a train, when I'm on a bus, when I'm walking the streets, I'm being filmed. Not all the time, but that I could be filmed. Therefore, it doesn't give me reason to be disruptive dick. It gives me more. I'm glad that I am who I am, because if you can film me, that's fine. I'm fine. I am who I am. If you want to film it, I'm filming it. That said, the mother who has cameras set up in her home, I'm guessing she has a daycare. I don't know. There's a daycare area. If it's not daycare, she has a lot of kids with a lot of toys. That enough said. But she finds blood, and either he told her or she heard the scuttlebutt. She finds blood on his clothes, and the dutiful mother cleans them up, hand washing them. I mean, it wasn't enough to throw it in the washer. No. She needs to cover his tracks. Yikes. I mean, there is protecting. Full disclosure, I'm not a father. I've never had children. I love kids and all that kind of stuff, but I don't have the parental bond. That all I know is what I know, what I see in the world, and what I read. And, I'm familiar with the familial parent to kids and how much they will do for their children. That said, cleaning up after a murder, hand wash. I mean, you can barely get anyone to do any hand washing in today's day and age, but she would for her kid, to cover up that he murdered a child. I am really, no offense, but I'm really glad that they're looking into her and that she will face repercussions for her role in said story. Anyways, a little bit more of a moment today, but that's what's going on behind the patch this morning. I will talk to you guys later. Hope you guys have a good rest of the day.